What's up, everybody? Dirtbag Gaming here, the channel for casual raiders. We're going to do another how-to gear champions guide. Today, it's one of the popular favorites. It's going to be Miscreated monster. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys have this guy. He's kind of like a carry for the spider. But if you have him and he's not like maybe carrying as enough of his weight, that you guys think he should be, maybe it's because of how he's geared. So we're going to go over a guide on how to gear him, what kind of specifics you're looking for, what you should get him up to. I picked a guy that I've had for a while now, and he doesn't need the greatest gear in Raid to be good. As you can see from the screen behind me, is he has a lot of 12s, and some of his gear is kind of hand-me-downs from other characters. So let's get right into it. Is he booked? I think this one booked because he's my main one. Yeah, so if you got him booked, you definitely want him booked. He's definitely a good guy to invest books into. But what we got to do is look at his skills first. So with his skills, he's mainly known for this one right here. So attacks all enemies. When you think about the spider, he's going to be attacking every single spider, which is I think like 10 spiderlings or something, and the spider all at the same time. So when he attacks all of them, has a 50% chance of placing a stun. So okay, cool. But places a shield buff on all allies for 3 turns, which could then be up to 4 turns if you have the masteries for it, equal to 25% of the damage inflicted. Now, it stacks insane amount of damage. In my spider, I want him to go last because I want all of my guys to go first, and then I want him to do his AoE stun slash shield and put it on all my guys so they get the full 3-turn benefit from the shield. If he's going first on your team, they're losing essentially a turn of shields for the other player or the spider to attack your guys. So if you have him built, you want him to kind of be last, so that way he doesn't need 200 speed. He would be good with a certain amount of speed as long as he's going last on your team. So that's my first tip. So this is kind of what he's known for. So we're going to try and build damage. Also make him, HP because he's HP damage type champion. And then his other skill is ally protect. So he puts an ally protect on all the allies and 15% continuous heal. And this one has a chance to stun and also decrease defense. So mainly you're going to be using him in probably faction wars, spiders, maybe some dungeon clears, but the shield doesn't hit as hard on like a 5-person team as it does the spiders. All right. So masteries, I kind of went down to Helm Smasher. Helm Smasher is going to help you crit a lot harder. Like when you do crit, it just negates half their a lot of their defense, so you do more damage, essentially getting more shield. So that's kind of the goal. So first thing, I always start off with the gloves. Now, for him, there's a couple different options you could do. You could do crit damage, crit rate, or HP. I went with the HP route. Now, for this, I want to get as much HP as possible. So I started with the HP, and then I want to get up to 100% crit rate. So I want to make sure there's crit on the gloves. Now, if you don't have crazy amounts of crit on all of your other gear, just go for the crit rate gloves. If you have a really good crit damage HP set gloves with crit rate on it, use those. Try those out. Let me know how they are. But we went HP with the crit rate. Then with the chest piece, we went HP with more crit rate. So again, I'm trying to get up to 100%. The only way to get crit rate, you can't get crit rate in any of your accessories, so it has to be this gear. You want him to be, fast enough to go before the spiderlings. So I went with H or speed for the boots. If you wanted to go HP for the boots, you could, as long as you have enough speed in the substat. So this was like a +2 or +3 speed boot with HP on the boots. You could use it. I didn't want to, I didn't have those boots, so I just use this. Now look at what he's got. He's got 2 sets of this Immortal Gear. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Immortal Gear. So it gives me an extra 30% HP on an HP champion that starts with almost 23,000 HP. It's a big boost. So you're kind of aiming for this set right here, or if you're going to go look for the this set plus HP right here. Any set that can give you the HP is really kind of what you're looking for. So you have the Immortal set, Divine Life. This set I think gives you HP and 15% shield for 3 turns. So any set that you're looking for that, you're going to kind of start with that. My second set was a speed set because I wanted to make sure, again, he was fast enough. For my guy's speed, his total is 100. Again, it's not the fastest in the world. But look what we got up to, 100% crit rate, 132 crit damage, 168 speed, and 66,000 HP. Again, look, this at level 12, this at level 12, this at level 12, and crit damage just for more crit damage on my my neck piece. But it's just average gear, guys. It's 5 stars, like it's not crazy. So in the video, you can build this guy insane amount of damage if you have 6-star crazy all 16 gear. But again, casual raiders, we don't have all that. So this we're going again, crit rate, HP. The headpiece we got it's 2 roll for crit rate, no HP on this one, be HP. This one we had 3 crit rate, so I lucked out and I rolled 3 times for this. Another stat for this guy, you don't have to basically aim for it, but he does have a stun, and he has a decreased defense. So if you wanted some accuracy on this guy, it's not a bad thing. He only has 201 accuracy, but it doesn't hurt to kind of stun some spiderlings when he does his AoE, and land the decreased defense on the spider if you don't have a decreased defense on the spider. So that's kind of like going through this. Now with the ring, you obviously want an HP ring, just as much HP as you possibly can get. So we got only 1 roll for this. If I had, again, I gave this guy about a year ago, but I didn't change it because he's good. Like, he's good enough to have this gear and not get changed up. This one, you want to try and aim for a crit damage amulet. Crit damage doesn't mean anything in this game unless you have 100% crit rate. So first, you want to get the crit rate up. Once you get the crit rate as close to 100% as you possibly can, then get the crit rate or crit damage neck piece to do more damage when you do crit. For this, I got 2 rolls in the HP, but accuracy isn't a bad thing to get on this guy. And then finally, the banner. I didn't roll anything in speed, again, because you don't need a crazy amount of speed, as long as he's going last, but before the spiderlings. For this one, I definitely could get a better banner. Looking at this banner now, this is probably a terrible banner for him. It has no HP on it. Speed is only 4, but again, I don't need its speed right now. So let's look at the banners. If I were to filter again, I'd go here. I definitely would go either accuracy or HP. So we got HP right here. So accuracy, this is no HP. This has 10% HP, 5 speed. This has no HP, and this has 5% HP. So if I were to roll this twice and get 2 HPs on this, I might switch it. So first roll. Nope. Okay, so we'll cancel this. It's like you try not to get speed, but you get speed anyway, whatever. We'll save it for later. So then this one gives me 10% extra. I could boost it up probably 13 just with an extra glyph. That would give me an extra 2,300 HP, which isn't bad. A little bit less defense, but you don't really care about the defense. 1 more speed and 28. But once this gets up to 16, it'll be the same amount. So if I were to retool this guy, I would be looking for this with the HP, right? So that's kind of what you're looking for that. What else can we get into? That's really the main thing. So for MISCREATED monster, when you guys are gearing, first thing you want to do is the gloves. Do you have enough crit damage gloves that have enough crit rate on it, or do you just want to go the easy route and go with HP? Now, if you look for HP gloves, everything you want to filter when you're doing all your other gear is substats, crit rate. That's really all you're trying to gear. Maybe that and HP percentage. Like, if you get those 2 combos, it would be really good. Maybe you're trying to look for all these gears. Kind of go down with the set that you really want, like this one. If I go here, that's 13% HP and 6 crit. That drops my crit rate by 10. So this would have to roll maybe 1 or 2 more or 1 more time in the crit rate. But again, he's geared for this. This one has attack, don't need HP. That's a pretty good one right there. So this brings my crit rate down by 6. So I wouldn't be able to do that. And this one, crit rate, HP. So all this gear that you're looking for has crit rate, HP, and that's really it you need for this guy. So hopefully that's kind of what your guy looks like. Again, he's not crazy geared out, but he does what he's supposed to do. So guys, I appreciate you clicking on the video. Thanks for checking out MISCREATED Monster. He's definitely one of my favorite guys. I think I rolled like 6 of them. You can see I have 2 right here geared. This one is level 50, and he's still good. Like, I use him for faction wars. So there's 2 MISCREATED monsters in faction wars. Definitely carries you to the boss. Then once you get to the boss, get rid of your MISCREATED monsters and get some more DPS guys. So Appreciate it. Hit the like if it helped you out. Subscribe if you haven't already. We just hit 100 subscribers yesterday, so thanks for everybody subscribe. Appreciate it. Have a good week. Enjoy your holidays.